folks? It's Pooperton III with another Attack of the Radioactive Thing video. Today I have a complete guide on getting to higher rounds on the new map. This will include setup, how to camp 2 different spots until 40 or 50, and every good training area on the map. This guide will be my first collab with another YouTuber, I'm All Thumbs. If you're here from over there at his channel, welcome. If not, be sure to check out his part 2 of this guide on the Motel Street camping strategy, as well as part 3, the best weapons to use while camping attack. His knowledge on the weapons and mechanics of this game are unprecedented in my travels on YouTube, and you won't want to miss all the info his guides will be chock full of. Enough blabbing though, let's dig into this awesome map. Now firstly, let me say this. If you complete the Skull Hop Easter egg on attack, you will not only get all the perks permanently, but you will get unlimited fate and fortune cards. This makes a whole world of difference and makes fate cards all the better for being unlimited in use. Using this reward, you can use as many reanimate cards as you have in your inventory. This allows you a lot more than the normal 3 revives for solo. A lot of the following cards can also allow you to camp longer before having to train. For fate cards, I run Eagle-Eyed, Nade Party, and Irish Luck. These can all kill into the high rounds. For fortune cards, you have a lot of options. To camp longer, you can run things like Twice the Pain, All the Ammos, or Infinite Ammos. To stay alive longer, I like the OP Reanimated and Perk Insured, as well as Hide and Seek and Second Wind. Escape Route is awesome to have for emergencies while camping. This way, even if you're camping at a closed door, you don't necessarily have to open the door and ruin your spot. I'm throwing this in here early so you can keep it in mind. Be on the lookout for C4. You will need this if you plan on camping through scenes 1 through 40 like I recommend. You will find them in random drops, so farm those packs until you get it. Saving 3 or 4 at the end of a round is a great way to get a lot of packs. Just take them around with you, only killing the zombie that respawns with a pack. Once you get them, hold on to them. To get money on this map is simple. I like to go straight for the cleaver in the market, then open up to the street and leave the door closed to this bridge. This is one of the best training spots on the map and can be great to get your money up while waiting for the C4. If you get the C4 early, just head down to your choice camping spot, which both have even tighter choke points, making for even easier cleaver and crowbar killing. Melee until you have enough to open up to the beach for the power lever, and then get Jug. Keep meleeing until the end of round 8 and save a couple zombies. Scene 9 is when the cleaver stops being a one-hit kill, and then grab Slappy Taffy. This will make it a one-hit kill until round 19. As you build points, make sure you get your vials filled for the Pack-a-Punch and fuses before the cleaver is not a one-hit kill anymore. For perks when camping, I like to run Jug, Quickies, Deadshot, Chain Shoes with Ice preferably, and Bang Bangs. This will allow you to camp with your guns longer. For training, after guns are not a viable solution, I run Racing Stripes instead of Deadshot and take off Double Tap for Up and Atoms. For weapons when camping, I go for big, high damage and rate of fire LMGs if I am running Quickies. If not, I will have at least one AR such as the VPR so I can reload quickly. Head over to my boy Thumb's video on the best guns for camping, including variants. A link will be in the description and will come up on screen now. For training, I recommend having the Mad Wonder weapon, which is gotten from the box. Put both the crank and the pump for refilling and charging up the Wonder weapon, and save the grip for later when low on ammo. Each part equipped refills the ammo on the Mad, and this thing can really speed up the rounds. As a secondary gun, grab a wall gun wherever you decide to train. This will be essentially useless on regular zombies, but the right wall guns can take out the Krogs and Brutes fairly easily and can be vital during insta-kills. For both camping strategies, you must keep doors to the beach closed. For the Motel Street strat, included in Thumb's part 2 of this guide, you must keep the river door closed, and in Beach Bridge strategy I will be going over, you must keep the back door to the RV park closed. For this strat, you must use C4 to cover up 4 spawns near the door to the RV park. There are 2 right as you cross the bridge, one on the right between the picnic table and the bridge, and one right next to the second bush on the left. The last 2 you may have to wait around a place, but you can easily do so up at the gas station training spot. They are in front of the bush on the left, and right by the closed door to the RV park on the right hand side. Once all these spawns are blocked off with C4, all zombies will come from across the bridge, giving you an amazing level choke point to take off their heads. As an added bonus, the OSA is a wall buy right at the end of the bridge, and for an assault rifle boasts an amazing 97 in the clip with 780 in reserve with extended mags. Use the ice change shoes, bang bangs, and dead shot to bunch them up and maximize ammo. While reloading, hold the left trigger to keep your dead shot damage boost without the weight. For Krog rounds, back up to the door and let them mostly spawn in. This will block a spawn right behind you, and when one makes it halfway across the bridge, run back down to your camping spot and take them out with your most powerful weapon. At about the mid-30s, the OSA and a lot of other weapons don't really cut it anymore, and I only use it for insta-kills and Krogs. Or I just opt for a more powerful weapon, my go-to other than the Mauler right now being the Auger for the damage and hefty ammo. For more info on what weapons to camp with, don't miss Thumb's video on this coming up on screen now. As you get closer to the upper 30s, the ammo count will start to be an issue. Before you start a round, make sure you have a trap on you, preferably the mind control device. These traps can help you manage ammo count and get through the round, escape from your spot without opening the door, as well as allow you the time you need to reload all your weapons and recover from being pushed back into your camping spot. All the traps are great here, but the hypnosis device acts much like the boombox, gathering and killing just a single horde. It is best used for getting out of sticky situations or to grab ammo and or perks. The other 3 can all do tons of damage to the scene if used efficiently. I will now go over the best way to camp with them. The mind control device is by far the most effective trap. When dropped, it sends out waves periodically. The wave then turns zombies, making them fight for you for a while. Their eyes will turn blue when they are friendlies and will take out Krogs with ease. The device will not turn Krogs, however, so if one does get past, set it down and take out your cleaver or gun and pick it back up. None of the traps affect Krogs, so watch out for them spawning in. You cannot end the round with a turned zombies, so this can also be a great way to get stuff done between rounds without a bothersome zombie swiping at you. As with all the traps except the hypnosis device, you can drop it, let it work for a bit, and pick it back up. This technique will allow you to get the absolute most out of the attack traps. If the mind control device is placed at a choke point, the zombies affected will kill everything for a good long while. When you finally see another yellow-eyed zombie coming for your blood, set it down and let it send out another wave. Rinse and repeat. This can take out full rounds into the mid-30s, so use it wisely. The seismic wave generator is fun to watch. It slams into the ground, creating a mini quake that sends zombies flying. If used in the center of a large choke point, much like the circular area where the OSA walleye is, this can literally take out everything. At worst, 1 or 2 zombies will make it past, but if you hold up right behind it and kinda let them linger there, it will get them. If there are not a lot of zombies, you can pick this one up as well to get more time out of it. The Violet Ray device works wonders at choke points and looks damn cool. The bridge is amazing for it. It halts anything closer than 10 to 15 feet away, so feel free to pick it up and let them bunch up to maximize kills. Use the whole bridge to your advantage, and this trap can take out a good chunk of the wave. At about scene 39 or 40, even the Mauler doesn't really cut it, and the traps eventually won't be enough to go through the round. When you run out of ammo or get trapped, just open up the door. You can now move on to the second camping spot, the Motel Street. The strategy for this spot can be found in Thumb's Part 2 of this guide, coming up on screen now. Once you are forced out of this spot as well, you will have no other option than to just start training. The final part of this video will completely cover training on this map. When camping is no longer an option, it's time to run loops or train. For more info on this, check out the Zombies 101 guide on training coming up on screen now. Your biggest asset for ultra high rounds on this map by far will be the cranked up mag. When you have ammo for this, the rounds will fly by as you can take out entire hordes with it indefinitely. The green gas pods can refill your mag if you have the pump, and each sight will recharge for another reload every 5 rounds. When you have used all the pods throughout the map, save your last 15 bullets for panic ammo. When running from trap to trap, trying to get your next max ammo or pod refill, have your mag charged and at the ready. When you put it away or melee, you will lose your charge, so be wary of that. And don't forget, if you took my advice, you still have the grip, which will refill the ammo, or you can opt to try and get a fresh one out of the box again. This gives you 2 reloads on the 2 parts other than the crank. I will now go over the best spots to train on the map. They are all great and are not in any particular order because they are all about equal. I will suggest everyone splits up in a co-op game, 1 at each spot, and that everyone has an upgraded mag and a wall gun near their training area. The gas station requires the bridge to be closed. It is a nice wide area with only 2 spawns directly inside it. These can easily be covered up with C4 to make this place even easier. There is a mag refill pod directly in front of you, and on the other side is Tough Enough and another training spot. Use the full circumference of the area and take the gaps. You can easily use the freezer trap once you have a horde if you are all tapped out of ammo. Take your horde slowly through the market. You can sort of zigzag to allow them to bunch up as much as possible. Take them through the freezer and activate it in the back room. Turn and shoot the frozen zombies with your wall weapon and get out of dodge. You do not want to get trapped in this doorway. You can also take advantage of the electric trap by power. Take the zombies down past Slappy Taffy and horde them up down by the slides. Bring them back up the opposite way by the radiation zone and into the power area. Horde them up as much as possible here and activate the trap on the fence by the wheel location. It is best to just use the teleporters to get back. None of the other training spots will be entered by taking the portals back to the gas station. In front of the tackle shop is another nice large area. It's more of a rectangle though, so you will need to be a bit more skilled at training to loop here. The positives are another player can loop at the gas station as well as being super close to Tough Enough if you go down. You can use the same exact trap loop here as when training the gas station. On the opposite side of the motel as the camping spot, there's another street. This has a large area with a lot of mag refill pods. You have access to 2 traps, the RV valve trap and the pool trap. Both are tight areas, so I suggest hoarding them on the street before leading them over. Hop on the traps and get out of dodge before they surround you on the respawn. The valve trap can be easier to use on multiple hordes, but be careful. The beach is another nice wide open area. Take advantage of the area by the water. You're able to sprint in a lot of that as well. Be careful coming under the bridge. It is kind of a tight area, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem if you time it right. The OSA can be a nice wall buy to have with its nice ammo cache. Plus, if you leave your C4, you can easily camp even higher rounds during insta-kills and when you have a mind control device. The only downfall is there are 0 refill pods here. To maximize your kills with the buildable traps while training, the concept is the same as when camping. Bunch them up, drop trap for 1 use, bunch them up again, drop trap again. Repeat until the trap explodes and move on to the next available buildable. Be careful going to the tables inside the buildings. Make sure to time it wisely with your horde behind you in a manageable group so you don't get trapped. Again, have your mag out and charged as a last resort panic gun, and good luck. I hope you demolish the leaderboards. That about wraps up this guide. Props to you hardcore zombie heads who made it all the way through this bad boy. I hope all the info I've gathered helps out. Be sure to check out Thumb's continuations for even more info. Subs and likes are appreciated. Peace!